Marching on its outside in turn is Stackenwell up. Third last Rhode Island Red, followed by Danny Strike, and back of the tail Meadowlands Mick. Out of the straight they race towards the 850, and the leader is the Sandstorm after working for the early lead. Greek Street on the outside is sat without cover. Last Summer trails the leader. Out of the straight towards the 650. Second split in 33.2. Ruger on the outside a close fourth. 2 metres away Gold Line. Then Stackenwell up, followed by Times of Marching, Rhode Island Red, and 6 metres away Danny Strike on the inside of Meadowlands Mick towards the 450 metre turn. The Sandstorm still leading Greek Street, almost 1.5 metres. He's creeping close to the outside though, Greek Street. 2 metres away Last Summer. Ruger's about to pull out, followed by Gold Line, Stackenwell up, then Rhode Island Red, Times of Marching, Meadowlands Mick and Danny Strike. On the home turn they race towards the 200, third quarter 29. The Sandstorm being tackled and shaded now by Greek Street. Ruger given full bore on the outside is now winding up. He's coming it after Greek Street at the 120. Greek Street in front. Ruger on the outside is coming it after him. Ruger finishing the better. Last Summer gains a split, comes out after Ruger, but a perfect drive by Brian Gaff. Ruger's got there by 2 metres to Last Summer. Flashing home Stackenwell up third. Gold Line close up. Greek Street weakened with the Sandstorm. Then Danny Strike, Rhode Island Red, Times of Marching, and Meadowlands Mick has run last.
Thank you, Brian. 11, 4 and 2 there.
Second leg. Already. Lure up to the boxes now. Favourite in blue. Racing, Major Gossip was a little slow early and winning the start, Shaymark's man. Here's Major Gossip getting along the inside and going to the lead at the first corner. Major Gossip in front from Shaymark's man going to third, Dynamite Lad the outside. Lucky Amerigo, Guitar, World Star, Waitress and Imposing Cape. Major Gossip out in front, leads by 4 lengths onto the circle, Dynamite Lad giving chase. Then 4 to Shaymark's man onto the corner. Major Gossip nicely clear from Dynamite Lad and Major Gossip too good. Major Gossip wins from Dynamite Lad, 6 or 7 to Guitar World third. Then Shaymark's man followed by Imposing Cape, and the last couple are Lucky Amerigo and Star Waitress.
4, 2 and 1 there. Very good greyhound, Major Gossip. 4, 2 and 1. Dynamite Lad second and Guitar World third. Now they're about to go at Bathurst. Here's Darren Flindell.
Final of the 93 Gold Crown. They're all set. There's the blue light, they're racing, and narrow margin in question, showing pace out of the gate. So is Royal Chef. He's working hard, Royal Chef. Royal Chef's got 3/4 in front of narrow margin, is kicking up with him, and Mighty Roman on the outside. Burbridge moving up well around the first turn, although he's gone into a gallop, Burbridge. Burbridge galloping, dropping back through the field, passed by Hand of Fate, Delta Del. Rutherwood anytime ran around the outside of Burbridge, and 3 lengths away to Maker of Dreams, and Mr. Trim settles at the tail. Well, there's plenty of ground covering them on, settling down the back, and Royal Chef races to the lead by more than a length to narrow margin, but he did some work to get there, Royal Chef. Settling third without cover, Mighty Roman on the outside of questions, then Delta Del 1-1. Further back, Rutherwood anytime from Hand of Fate. Maker of Dreams picking up ground quickly. Likewise, Burbridge, and 3 lengths away to Mr. Trim. Running onto the turn, 950 out, and Royal Chef in front by 3/4 of a length to Mighty Roman. Third on the rail, narrow margin, and Delta Del 1-1. Some of these starting their runs now. Maker of Dreams sprinting around them quickly, followed by Rutherwood anytime, then questions on the rail from Hand of Fate, Burbridge, and 3 lengths off to Mr. Trim. Maker of Dreams is going up to test Royal Chef at the judge. Short of a circuit to go. Royal Chef and Maker of Dreams have locked horns out of the straight. They're a length clear of narrow margin. Working into fourth, Mighty Roman, then Delta Del from questions. Further out, Rutherwood anytime starting a run from Hand of Fate, Burbridge hampered again, and Mr. Trim's at the tail of the field. 500 out in the Crown final, and Royal Chef in front by 3/4 of a length. Whacking away, Maker of Dreams. Delta Del's coming into it 3 deep, followed by narrow margin, then Rutherwood anytime from Mighty Roman. Further back, Hand of Fate, questions, and Mr. Trim. 400 out, and Royal Chef raced a length clear from Maker of Dreams, then Delta Del under pressure now. Further back, narrow margin from Rutherwood anytime, Mighty Roman and Hand of Fate. 220 out before the turn, and Royal Chef exploded clear. Royal Chef raced 3 in front of Maker of Dreams, then Delta Del. Narrow margin, Rutherwood anytime, and Hand of Fate, but away he goes. It's all Royal Chef. This will be the biggest win in history of the Crown. Royal Chef down to the line, wins by 6 lengths to Maker of Dreams. Rutherwood anytime third, then Mr. Trim from Hand of Fate. Further back, narrow margin from Delta Del, Mighty Roman, questions, and Burbridge has failed to complete the course.
6, 8 and 11, and we're certainly going to hear a lot more about Royal Chef. Only a 2-year-old now, but certainly going to go places in harness racing. Now,
stand by. They're racing now. From near the inside, Qatari missed, no speed out and dropped back into the lap of Derringer. Fast away was Halen Count, beginning quickly also Chargus. Our Dangerous Liaison was pratted wide early. Helen's Vale Fella was brilliantly away off the second row. He charged through the pack and was fourth early. Miss Pontiac began well, was on the leaders back on settling down. Then Bonnie Mitchell, Smooth Kid wide early in midfield. Then Qatari missed, followed at the head of the others by Jewel Doon. Derringer settled second last, or third last in fact. Galloping there for a moment was Smart Bid back to last, and taking the shortcuts up along the inside was Pure and Simple. To the back straight, 16.50 left to go, and the speedy Halen Count the leader. Now coming away from the rail was Miss Pontiac. Pushing up in the centre, Chargus. Smooth Kid is still 3 wide and going on with it, and Bonnie Mitchell has saved ground along the inside. A length and a half to Helen's Vale Fella, then Our Dangerous Liaison racing outside of Pure and Simple. Followed further back by Jewel Doon, who's caught 3 wide. Qatari missed third last, Derringer second last, and the tail ender was Smart Bid. Lead time 35.7, and the speed is genuine at the 1300. The leader Halen Count, a half in front of Miss Pontiac second, now left without cover. Bonnie Mitchell third, the leader's back, and Chargus nicely placed, 1 out 1 back, trailed up by Helen's Vale Fella. Pure and Simple was midfield on the rails, and then came Our Dangerous Liaison, and Qatari missed. Smart Bid awkwardly placed, 4th last on the fence. 3rd last Derringer, he's at least 10 lengths off the lead. 2nd last Smooth Kid, who after being wide was restrained, and back to last Jewel Doon. 1 circuit left to go, 31.3, first cut of the last mile, and the front runner Halen Count ahead on Miss Pontiac second. 3rd on the leader's back, Bonnie Mitchell, and Chargus given every chance by Peter Gregg, sweet seating, 1 out 1 back. The next pair were Helen's Vale Fella racing outside of Pure and Simple. Then came Our Dangerous Liaison, tracked up by Qatari missed, and then Smart Bid. Derringer giving the leaders a healthy start. 2nd last Smooth Kid, and Jewel Doon whipped them in to the back straight, 700 left to go. Next split 30.9, so they've run the first half in 62.2. Halen Count the leader, a half length in front of Miss Pontiac, who's worked. Bonnie Mitchell was 3rd, and Chargus yet to peel. On his back Helen's Vale Fella, then Pure and Simple, Our Dangerous Liaison. Now Bowyer sets Derringer alight, and the tote favourite works out after these leaders. Then Smart Bid, Smooth Kid, followed by Qatari missed, and Jewel Doon widely placed. Past the 400, Halen Count ahead on Miss Pontiac. Given full ball by Jim Retchless, the mare goes up to challenge the leader. Chargus goes to 3rd, 4th Helen's Vale Fella. Derringer was 5th, and out 3 and 4 wide, still 5 lengths off the lead. They went up the back straight in 30.5. They're homeward bound at the 200. Miss Pontiac got the better of Halen Count, challenged by Chargus, and Helen's Vale Fella on the outside. The little chestnut sprinting hard and fast, race past Miss Pontiac. Then came Chargus, Our Dangerous Liaison, and Derringer out on the outside, but Helen's Vale Fella too good in the run to the line. Helen's Vale Fella scores from Miss Pontiac, and 3rd Our Dangerous Liaison. Then came Derringer, Pure and Simple, Qatari missed, Jewel Doon, Chargus failed to run on, a gap to Halen Count, who capitulated. Then Smart Bid, Smooth Kid, and Bonnie Mitchell is the last one home.
11, 1 and 6. Number 11, the winner, Helen's Vale Fellow. From number 1, Miss Pontiac, and Our Dangerous Liaison. Number 6 ran 3rd. Going to the boxes now.
All set. Ready for a start in race 8. 3:20 and 160 for 2. Quick Step Blue, the favourite. Ready. Racing. Quick Step Blue began pretty well, but not as quickly as Cadman Bale. Highlight diving back to the fence. Supreme Super on the outside, followed by Sonic Blade. At the first turn, it's Highlight a length in front. Over second, Supreme Super. 3 away, 3rd, Cadman Bale, followed by Quick Step Blue. Raindrop Kid, the fence. A length, the Lobster Pot, followed by Sonic Blade. Second last was Yankee Cruiser. At the top turn, Highlight is 2.5 in front. Supreme Super second. Railing up Raindrop Kid, followed by Cadman Bale, but straightening. Highlight still 2.5 in front. Supreme Super. Raindrop Kid flying home, but Highlight just wins. Highlight first, second Raindrop Kid, 3rd was Supreme Super, followed next by Quick Step Blue, Cadman Bale. Behind those came Yankee Cruiser, Sonic Blade, and last of all was Lobster Pot.
3, 6 and 5 there, Penrith race 8. 3, 6. Now they're starting to move into the boxes for Cannington race 1 on the big night, the night of the National Distance Championship final. And here's our caller, Stuart Lowe.
New Peter to run favourite. 4:40 Chilly Mount Dry, Call Me Nudge. 5:30 Peter Suspect at 8:80 and 8:60 now for Lara Valley. Rodarcy hit the gas, locked away. They're ready. Set to go in the opening event on the program here on National Distance Championship final night. And away and racing, and best to come out, Rodarcy, going with it, New Peter. Lara Valley caught wide. Driving up on the inside was Chilly Mount Dry, along also with Call Me Nudge. Further back behind them on the inside was Sally Lake, being followed around the outside by Peter's Suspect and hit the gas. Down the back they go. New Peter breaks away by 4 to Call Me Nudge. A couple row Darcy. Then Peter's Suspect getting back in the field, and they're being followed by Hit the Gas, but around the turn, New Peter's in front, running on his Chilli Mount Dry. It's New Peter in front. Chilli Mount Dry is lifting. New Peter in front, though, and New Peter carries the day by 2 lengths to Chilli Mount Dry. A distant third in the race, either Row Darcy or on the outside, Peter's Suspect. Then came Call Me Nudge, Lara Valley, and Sally Lake is the last one in. Number 4 wins it. New Peter for Grant Langston. Bounced out strongly, took the early lead, and has carried the day. From 5, Chilli Mount Dry. Number 6, Row Darcy gets up to run third. And a fourth in the race, number 2, Peter's Suspect. 4, 5, 6 and 2. New Peter in full flight down the straight was finding plenty and has gone strongly to the wire to win in the very slick time of 31.33. 31.33, only 0.09, or just over a length outside of the track record. Number 4, New Peter, is by New Tears from Peter Polita, owned by Eileen Langston and David Simonetti, and a black dog whelped in June of 90, trained by Grant Langston. Wins it from
fairly quickly. Best Out Game Edition, and looks like heading across. Gia from out wide wants the lead. It's going to look for the lead, and Gia will find it back in the pack, romping around badly, galloping, and so too was Always Tomorrow. It'll settle. No, it won't settle. Profile's about to go past of it. Helium well in front of Profile and settling down. Gia's gone to the lead at the 3 1/4 lap mark. Led 5 metres Game Edition. Countess Cordobi's 3 back the rails. Be Positive is without cover in the early part. Just a Dream next on the inside. On its outside, High Living. They're followed by Rebel Shot. Down on the inside of it, Rebel Time. About 8 or 10 metres next then to Helium. It's 15 metres in front of Profile, which is just being allowed to trot out steadily after them. And then 30 metres or more to Always Tomorrow, and 10 metres romping around. Out of the straight, just under 3 to run in the Quinton Wind Trotters Cup. And it's Gear on top, steadying them up to lead 4 metres. Game Edition on the inside. Be Positive, well, she's hanging back looking for some cover. Nothing really coming at this point. Down on the inside, Countess Cordobies. High Living with a good trail on the outside. Right on its back was Rebel Shot. Then the rail's Just a Dream. Now Profile, after tacking on, takes off, but he goes in front of Profile and Rebel Shot. Helium the centre. Then on the inside, Rebel Time. And you've got a gap of about nearly 20 metres to romping around, which is trotted past Always Tomorrow, but it should be able to tack on fairly shortly. Now Rebel Shot goes up to Gear halfway around the turn. It will apply some pressure here. Rebel Shot a couple of metres in front of Gear. Be Positive broke up. Be Positive up in the air, so Profile quickly drops in. Although it may be that Rebel Shot will find the lead, it does. But Profile now left without cover. Game Edition the inside. Then High Living. Countess Cordobies the rail. Helium the outside. It's 1 out, 2 back. Just a Dream next. 2 metres Rebel Time. Be Positive settles again, but third last. Second last romping around, and Always Tomorrow tacks on. They race out of the straight. Well, they ran the first part of the journey in 2 minutes exactly. The leader Here's Rebel Shot now, 6 metres Gear. Profile's going to have to do it tough from the last mile and a half. On the inside then, Game Edition, again High Living 1-1. Helium's fairly handy to them. On the inside of it, Countess Cordobies. She's fired right up. 4 metres away in the pack, Rebel Time, Just a Dream the outside. On its back was Be Positive. The rails romping around, and 3 metres Always Tomorrow at the tail. A lap and a half to run in the cup, and Rebel Shot, the leader, has a break of 6 metres on Profile on the outside. Gear the inside. High Living's enjoyed a nice trail. 2 metres further back in the field then to Game Edition. Helium on the back of High Living. Then Countess Cordobies. She's pulling very hard back on the rails. First quarter only 33.1. Then Rebel Time. Just a Dream inside of Be Positive, which is thinking about a move and makes one into the straight. Always Tomorrow on her back and romping around at the tail. A lap to run, and Rebel Shot, who's been most consistent of late, led by 2 metres. Profile's done plenty of work, but he's travelling okay for the moment. Gear on the inside, boxed in. High Living the outer, 4 metres Helium. Be Positive gets past Helium. Game Edition the inner. Then Rebel Time, which is about to switch out onto the back of Be Positive. Countess Cordobies, second quarter 33.4, and then Always Tomorrow and Just a Dream, 600 out. Rebel Shot led. Now Profile races up to get on terms and applies the pressure. Out 3 deep, Be Positive still makes ground. Gets around to High Living. Then on the inside, Gear Helium's easing deeper on the track, and they're followed by Game Edition, Countess Cordavies. Leaving the back, they've left Rebel Shot behind. Profile's gone to the lead. The mare Be Positive raising the big effort on the outside. The Victorian Helium comes at the pair, and they're clear of High Living. Gear on the turn. Profile the leader. Helium around the outside. Still there, Be Positive. Into the straight. Profile just the leader. Helium's the danger. Be Positive breaks up. Gear further back. Profile hanging on. Helium running him down though. Helium just a little too strong. Helium with the last drop of them gets up to beat Profile. Gear runs into third money. Be Positive through at least a place away. Then Countess Cordobi's High Living. Further back in the field, Just a Dream, Game Edition.
11, 12 and 6 there in that event. 11, 12 and 6, Helium first, Profile second and Gear third. Greyhounds now at the side of the boxes for race 7, Wentworth Park.
Racing, How's the Fort came out well, winning the start, Righty's Gamble. How's the Fort charges through, and the Fave got to the lead. How's the Fort? Righty's Gamble second, crossing Highest Power, followed by Grovebrook. Behind those now was Call Me Casey improving. Around Great Crusader, then came War Whisper and Ben's Perfection. How's the Fort? Leads by nearly 7 lengths onto the corner. Second, Righty's Gamble, then came Grovebrook, running on Call Me Casey and War Whisper. But it is all How's the Fort, and How's the Fort loping away, wins it brilliantly. How's the Fort first? Call Me Casey gets up for second. Third, Righty's Gamble, followed by Grovebrook, War Whisper, Highest Power, and the last couple of Ben's Perfection and Great Crusader. Marvellous win by How's the Fort, number 2, and has absolutely cantered home. 30 and 74 is the time recorded. How's the Fort, $1.40 the win and $1.10 the place. 7 black second, Call Me Casey, $1.60, and 3 white, Righty's Gamble in third position, $8.40. Of course, How's the Fort getting a little bit weary over the concluding stages, but boy, oh boy, didn't he sizzle early, and it was a super win. And of course, How's the Fort, the one going for the big Gowgates triple bonus of that extra 100,000. 5 lengths by 2, 30 and 74, 273. How's the Fort, Call Me Casey, and Righty's Gamble after heat 7.
With the Cop Race Cup, line good. Racing, High Potential goes away quickly with Caveman thundering forward on the outside, reaches the lead. Off the track early is Awesome Gary going forward, and Corral the Jet off the second row is spearing through, and Astride will head them all off. They've only gone the first 200 metres or so, and Corral the Jet has come off the second row. He's speared through in the centre and raced to the lead. From on the outside, Awesome Gary. Caveman now takes the trail third. High Potential fourth on the outside. Imperial Adam gets to fifth, but racing 3 wide early, followed by Cavalier Gold. You Wish is third last, and the last 2 5 metres away are on the inside, Gordon Gecko of Kentucky George. Running along the back in the first round, and Corral the Jet in front by 2 metres. Racing 3 wide as Imperial Adam going forward. He's hanging on that top turn for a stride or two. Awesome Gary in the centre, then Caveman racing fourth. 2 metres to High Potential. Fourth last is Cavalier Gold, as Imperial Adam on the outside draws a metre in front. 1 cross Corral the Jet though. You Wish is third last. Second last on the inside, Gordon Gecko, and last on the outside is Kentucky George. In the straight they race towards 1,000. First split of the mile in 30.5. It's Corral the Jet leading almost 2 metres. 2 on the outside, Imperial Adam, who in the first round had to do it the hard way. Caveman the leader's back. He's had a nice sit. Fourth on the outside is Awesome Gary. Locked away is Cavalier Gold. 2 metres away High Potential. Then Gordon Gecko, You Wish, and last on the fence is Kentucky George. Out of the straight towards the 800 metre turn. Awesome Gary now pulls to the outside 3 wide. Towards the 700 they race. It's still Corral the Jet in front. Second quarter in a dawdling 34.4. Imperial Adam second, 2 metres away. Awesome Gary's out 3 wide, shaken up, followed by Caveman, the leader's back. Up on the outside, Cavalier Gold between runners, followed by High Potential. Third last, Gordon Gecko. Then You Wish, and last is Kentucky George. Before the home turn they race, 400 metres to travel. Still Corral the Jet in front, under double wraps by a metre to Imperial Adam. This bloke in front's going dead set half pace. High Potential pulls to the outside, 4 wide running home. Awesome Gary under pressure. Caveman needs a run, then Cavalier Gold, You Wish, Gordon Gordon Gecko, Kentucky George, third quarter in 29.4 at the 150. Still Corella Jet in front. Gavin Lang has not moved. 2 metres his margin. Imperial Atom sticking on, then Caveman making ground. Now he shakes up Corella Jet near the line, and he's racing away. Very, very soft win. Corella Jet wins by 4 metres. Caveman's got up and run second. Imperial Atom third. Gordon Gecko ran home well with Kentucky George. Awesome Gary Weekend, then Cavalier Gold You Wish, and last in was High Potential. That was Never in Doubt.
Pretty well with First Quote on the outside heading it. On the outside of it was Pounce at the first turn. First Quote in front by a length over Pounce. A length away third was Audigo, followed by Scott Thomas and Solar Circle. Lakewood Ladies third last. Next to last was Unique Russian, and last was Phoenix Eagle. At the top turn it's all First Quote 2.5 in front. Audigo second, third Scott Thomas, followed by Pounce, and on the outside Solar Circle. But around the home turn First Quote straightens 2 lengths in front over Audigo and Scott Thomas, and it's all First Quote. First Quote wins well. First Quote by 3. Scott Thomas second, third Audigo, followed by Solar Circle. Unique Russian from Pounce. Second last was Lakewood's Lady, and last of all was Phoenix Eagle.
Number 7, First Quote, the winner, ahead of number 3, Scott Thomas, and at number 4, Audigo, 7, 3 and 4 on the 9th at Penrith. They're going up.
Set to go. Away on racing, and best to come out, I'm in charge. Going hard as Halsey's Cruiser. Lost Horizon very wide. Back behind them, Jason's Run, Rampant Storm, Ben Jabil. Then Chief Senior and Another Romance. Into the back they go. I'm in charge, a length on Halsey's Cruiser. A couple to Jason's Run. Getting through on the inside then was Rampant Storm, and very wide off the track is Lost Horizon. Then further back, Ben Jabil, Chief Senior. And then Another Romance around the turn. Halsey's Cruiser in front. On the outside, Lost Horizon. Ben Jabil is chiming in down the outside. Lost Horizon took the lead. Ben Jabil coming out of it. Ben Jabil, Lost Horizon, go to the line. Maybe Ben Jabil from Lost Horizon. Tight for third. Chief Senior's there. Down on the inside, Rampant Storm. And close up, Halsey's Cruiser. Further back behind them, I'm in charge, Another Romance, and Jason's Run was the last one in. Tight go here. Ben Jabil has surged over the top of Lost Horizon in the last couple of bounds and may have got it right on the post. 5.97 to the winning post. Overall time 32.16. Lost Horizon swept up to take the lead from Halsey's Cruiser at the top of the straight. But Ben Jabil has finished very hard on the outside, and a bobbing finish. May have done fractionally the better. There's not much in it, though. I think Ben Jabil just tips out Lost Horizon. Chief Senior's flooding home down the outside to probably take third in advance of Halsey's Cruiser. Close up behind them was Rampant Storm.
Wings Fullback Racing, Star Contender driven out hard at the start. Dominionaire began well and from out wide. Silk Lynn showing speed. Kiama Country trying to hunt through along the inside. It's a good battle in the run to the first turn. Star Contender, Dominionaire and Kiama Country, a line of 3. Behind them Silk Lynn, then Panther Neptune, Son of Selena. Followed further back in the field by Tiara Nugget. Tax Lotto's brother was slowly out. He's third last. Second last early was, as they head to the side of the track, Quisquillis. And going back to the tail as they head to the back straight with 1700 to go was Gilt Dragon. Star Contender won the battle for the lead. Dominionaire settles second, and third without cover is Silk Lynn. Kiama Country 3 back on the inside. 1 out and 1 back is Panther Neptune. The next pair was Son of Selena racing on the inside of Tiara Nugget, followed by Quisquillis. Tax Lotto's brother second last, and Gilt Dragon last of all. Lead time a smart 35.2 with 14.50 left to run, and Star Contender steadied now by Scott Cundy was a length in front. Silk Lynn second, parked out. Third on the leaders back, Dominionaire. 1 out and 1 back, Panther Neptune, and Kiama Country is awkwardly placed. Finds himself 3 back on the inside. The next pair, Tiara Nugget on the outside of Son of Selena. Then Tax Lotto's brother easing 3 wide now. Second last, Quisquillis, and Gilt Dragon last of all. Into the straight to get the bell. Little under 1200 left to go, and 32.7 first quarter of the last mile. So after working a little in the early stages, Star Contender's now had an easy trip. Rushing up quickly, 3 wide, about to move up and join the leader was Tax Lotto's brother. He's got there without too much effort too. Silk Lens gets cover for the first time in the race on the outside of Dominionaire. The next pair were Kiama Country, who'll need luck. 3 back on the inside of Panther Neptune. Then Son of Selena, Tiara Nugget, Gilt Dragon second last, and Quisquillis last of all. Past the 800, they stride to the side of the track, and the leader was Star Contender, a length in front of Tax Lotto's brother second. Dominionaire third, the leader's back. Silk Lynn, 1 out, 1 back. 3 back the inside, Kiama Country. Then came Panther Neptune, Son of Selena, followed then by Tiara Nugget, Quisquillis and Gilt Dragon last. They sped up appreciatively, 29.9 the second quarter, 500 left to go. The leader is Star Contender, a length in front of Tax Lotto's brother second. No run yet for Dominionaire, Silklin yet to peel, then Kiama Country, who's held up in traffic, then Panther Neptune, Son of Selena, Gilt Dragon hooking 3 deeper, then Tiara Nugget, and last of all was Quisquillis. They went up the back straight in 30.8. Star Contender still going okay. He's flat at the moment, but the others are flat chasing him. He's a length and a half in front of Dominionaire. Then came Tax Lotto's brother, Kiama Country, can't get clear for the moment. And then came Panther Neptune and Silklin, they're homeward bound. Star Contender the leader. It's Star Contender in front, Dominionaire, Tax Lotto's brother, Try Hard. And down the outside, Gilt Dragon and Quisquillis right up along the inside. Have a look at Quisquillis from last, right up on the fence, takes the lead and gets the money. Quisquillis first, beats Star Contender. Plenty of them there for third. Tiara Nugget, Gilt Dragon, Kiama Country and Dominionaire. Then Panther Neptune, a gap to Tax Lotto's brother who knocked up. Second last, Silklin, and last home, Son of Selena.
7 and a photo there at Albion Park.
Of this series next Saturday night. Last couple in, Genesis ready. Iceni in the pink. Genesis in 2, ready to go now. 8th heat. Racing now, Genesis came out beautifully. Iceni Princess is wide and running fourth early. Genesis leads clearly. Genesis is out by about 3 or 4 lengths. Getting to second, Malini Lad. Railing Winning Jim. Then came Dark Darcy. Further back, My Mum's Dainty. Iceni Princess last with Dangerous Curves and Blue Gamble. The leader was Genesis onto the corner. Leads 3 lengths to Malini Lad. Third, Winning Jim, and 10 lengths Dark Darcy. Genesis leads. Out after it, Malini Lad. Malini Lad goes to Genesis. Malini Lad going home best, and Malini Lad on the outside wins from Genesis. Third in the race, Winning Jim. Right behind them, Dangerous Curves and Iceni Princess, and then a long break to back in the field of Dangerous Curves, My Mum Dainty and Dark Darcy.
7, 2 and 1 there, Malini Lad, the winner from number 2 Genesis and number 1 Winning Jim. I think I must be the mock for Iceni Princess every time I see her. She's never out of trouble.
It out wide, Elaine Zambra now got the best of the start. Now Elaine Zambra both crossing over, going to a joint lead position, and Fine Nation driving through the centre into third. On the inside of Diva and the Minstrel on the rail, followed by wide by Boom Boom Birdie, Smooth Advice, Gold Blaze. There's trouble out of the straight there, and dropping out to last way, Curry Rhapsody now in a bit of strife as they turned out of the straight was now Gold Blaze was hampered, but no major interference, and Elaine Zambra was able to hold the lead by a length to Fine Nation, who drives onto the leader's back, and Diva moving around them 3 deep. It'll go and take on the leader now. Followed in the 1-1 to Now and out 3 deep, going around them once again as Smooth Advice. Further back, Gold Blaze from the Minstrel, then Paris Countess and Boom Boom Birdie second last. And striking trouble way, Curry Rhapsody dropped out along last. Running up to the turn, Elaine Zambra in front by 3/4 to Diva. Smooth Advice is working hard out 3 deep, and Fine Nation given the box seat trail over on the leader's back. They're followed in the running line to Now, then the Minstrel on the rail from Gold Blaze, Paris Countess, 2 lengths to Boom Boom Birdie, and 5 lengths away to Way Curry Rhapsody. At the judge now with the bell sounding, a good race up front. It's Elaine Zambra, Diva and Smooth Advice making a line of 3. Fine Nation over on the leader's back, then Now 1-1. Further back came Gold Blaze on the outside of the Minstrel. Then Boom Boom Birdie from Paris Countess, and last is Way Curry Rhapsody. Past the 600 now, and Elaine Zambra still a half length clear from the New Zealand filly. Diva has done all the hard work. Likewise, Smooth Advice still stuck out 3 wide. Fine Nation in need of a run, followed by Now the Minstrel, then Gold Blaze from Paris Countess, Boom Boom Birdie and Way Curry Rhapsody's last of all. 350 out, and Diva headed off Elaine Zambra. Fine Nation working into the clear. On the outside of Diva is Smooth Advice, further back by Gold Blaze as they run up to the turn, and Diva under pressure, but is the leader by 3/4 to Smooth Advice. Fine Nation still needs a run clearly, followed by Gold Blaze, and Now into the straight, and Diva straight into length clear of Smooth Advice. On the outside, Gold Blaze, and Fine Nation's run into a dead end was chopped out. Diva in front with 100 metres to go. Gold Blaze is charging home, but Diva in front and will win. Diva beat Gold Blaze in the third, the Minstrel. Fine Nation very unlucky in the straight, was hampered on several occasions. Then Boom Boom Birdie from Smooth Advice, Paris Countess Now, Way Curry Rhapsody and Elaine Zambra compounded a finish at the tail of the field.
Thanks, Darren. 3-10-1, the numbers there. Number 3, Diva, the winner from number 10, Gold Blaze, and 1, the Minstrel. 3-10-1. Back Globe Derby.
Was on away and racing. Our Smooth Night began pretty well on the inside. Hard Nip was away okay. Requin wants the lead from out wide, and Requin's going to find the lead. Requin with too much pace gets across Our Smooth Night. In the centre, Hard Nip, 3 wide Mount Ebony. Around them, 4 wide early Lady Brayborn. Cole Sobers eased out early to take a trail. Kawatha Warrior the inner. Then Jeramana. Further back on settling down was Ronzel Chatter, and back towards the tail Scotch Mid. Into the straight they swing the first time around, and the leader is Requin by 3 or 4 metres to Hard Nip. Mount Ebony's worked hard round that first turn. It's eventually going to get up without cover. Our Smooth Night up on this bit behind the leader. Lady Brayborn still out wide trying to improve. Hard Nip's now getting a trail. Right on its back is Cold Sober. 46.5 the lead. Kawatha Warrior 3 back the rails. Following it Ronzel Chatter. 3 metres then to Jeramana, and 4 or 5 last of all Scotch Mid. They pace into the back straight. Pace in the first lap's been fairly good where Requin led. Lady Brayborn working overtime. It's been out there going from the start, and it'll eventually get up around Mount Ebony to give it a cut up. Our Smooth Night behind the leader getting a nice trail. Now 1 out and 2 back is Hard Nip. On the inside Kawatha Warrior. Following Hard Nip, Cole Sober. Next on the inside Ronzel Chatter. As soon as the one got to the death, Lady Brayborn, he takes off.